Hey there everyone, welcome back to Game Vine. My name is Dave, and today we're going to be taking a look inside of the Game Vine bag. Today we're going to be pulling accessories out of this here bag for the Switch. We're going to take a look at some small accessories and some big ones, give a brief explanation about them and my opinions, and then we're going to move on just so you have a taste of if this is right for you. I'll leave all the links down below, so if you're wanting to get some of these products, well, it's easy to get them. So without further ado, let's go to our first item. Here we go. So yes, the Switch doesn't have great Wi-Fi. So if you want to have a good connection, especially if you're a Smash Brothers player, you're going to want to get an actual wired adapter. You can find these pretty much anywhere. They existed before the Switch. I got a good one here. It's called Smaze. It's an off-brand one, I'm sure, but I'm leaving a link down below. It wasn't too expensive and it does the job pretty well. This also comes in handy if you're downloading games, so if you don't want to use the Wi-Fi and go real slow, just plug it into this guy and it's going to zip on by. So that is this. Hopefully this is something that helps you out. Let's move on to the next item. Ah, yes, this guy. Now, if you're gonna play with more than 2 players when it comes to wired controllers, let's say you have GameCube controllers gonna play some Smash, well, you're gonna want to get one of these bad boys. And well, just if you have GameCube controllers that are USB or any kind of controllers, this is going to give you more access and also going to be helpful for this little guy, the internet adapter. And it is solid. It's a bit of a stand as well. This is again an off-brand kind of China-made product, but it does the job really well. I haven't had any problems. I've hooked up all of the USB ports and ran different controllers and all of the internet things and a fan and a whole bunch of things, and it handled it pretty well. It also has a little port here so you can plug this in for charging, I think. I'm not really sure, but that's the USB port. Let's move to the next item. Speaking of fans, alright, so this guy right here is a 3-fan product. It fits nicely and snugly in the back of your dock, as you can see here, and it has 3 small fans. It has 2 different options, normal and turbo, and turbo is just faster, and this product I would say is okay. It did run pretty hot at one point, the actual item, and my Switch was running hot too, so I didn't think it cooled much down, but that just happened one time. After that, I plugged in, I got 2 of these actually. The person actually sent me 2 of these in replacement of that incident of it overheating, and after that they worked relatively okay. I'm not sure how much it actually cools the Switch down, and from the first incident it does kind of leave me a bit weary, but like I said, that was the first time fluke. Ever since then it hasn't overheated, but I'm not really sure how much it cools it off. So if this is for you, it actually looks cool. It adds a little more bulk to your Switch if that's something you're into. You know, you can do that, but it's neat. There are other fan things out there as well, but this is the one that I tested, and I'm gonna give it okay. Now on to the next item. Okay, so if you have a Pro controller and you are on the go a lot, maybe in the car, or if you ride the bus, public transportation, this thing is going to be really good for you. It is a clip that clips onto your Pro controller and kind of like a tablet holder. So you can do this with your phone and stuff too if you have other controllers that hook up to Android or iPhones. It works for that too. But we're specifically talking about the Switch. It does a great job. I will say you can't just sit the controller down. It's crazy top heavy and it falls over every time. And it is also top heavy when you're playing, so it's more comfortable than having the Switch on your lap and playing with the Pro Controller, because how awkward that would be if you're on the bus. So it solves that problem, but it's going to really bulk up your forearms if you play that way a lot. But it does solve a issue. So if you're into this, I got the link down below. It's a pretty good buy. I would say it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. That's this item. Let's go to the next. Okay, grips. These are for your Pro Controller. I've gotten a few just to kind of feel the difference and see the difference, because sometimes the colors don't really translate on the pictures in Amazon. But if you want to spice up your Pro Controller, just the black version if you got that, or if you got a special edition and you're like, I don't want this special edition color, you can go and get different grips. Really easy to change, just 2 simple screws and a Phillips head. You take those out, you plop these on, and you got new grips. Really cool, simple upgrade, and I recommend these highly. So check these out. Next item. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is cool. This is a Bluetooth adapter. This isn't a high-end one, but it still does the job. I will say there is a bit of lag, but for what I need it for, it does a great job. I just need it for some of the RPG stories, because I don't play with the sound on with my Switch a lot. I don't need the sound most of the time. It is nice to have, but normally I play it silent because I'm in the living room with my partner. But sometimes I need it for the RPGs, and this is a perfect solution. I have some decent Bluetooth headphones, and sometimes it's kind of hard to sync it to this one. So if you don't want to get this one, there are tons out there that are a little pricier but better products. So if you're just wanting to get something that's not going to hurt your wallet and you need something as a quick fix, I recommend this. Otherwise, I would go out and get a better adapter. Next item, let's go. Okay, so various little covers for your sticks. I got some for the Pro Controller. There's extenders that are taller. There are little paw print ones. These are all over the place. I don't know why they're so saturated in the market right now, but you can find the paw print ones relatively easy, and I like the paw print ones. They stay on my Joy-Cons pretty much all the time. They're just the right size, a bit of an impression on your finger, just enough to give you some feedback, but they aren't loose. They're tight on the stick, so it adds a little more girth to the Joy-Con stick because they're a bit small. So I like these a lot. I can't tell you how much I like these. But the tall ones, the blue ones here, I could take or leave these. Sometimes it's good to have a stick that is rose up, or that has a rise to it. I don't know the past tense of that. When you're playing some precision games like Call of Duty, even those type of games with these risers, I'm not a fan of. I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. But when it comes to the paw prints, I highly recommend. So you're going to find a lot of these out there. Same thing with the Pro Controller. Some of the grips that are just tiny are really good. The thick risers, not a fan of. I actually have 2 risers here that are much better. These sticks here. Now, I had to pay a little bit more for these, but these types of risers that are basically a stick in themselves make it way more precise and comfortable. It doesn't feel all bulky. It just feels like another stick. If you want a riser, I recommend going out and buying a higher quality product, because you're going to benefit from it in the end. So let's get on to the next item now. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, these items are just little trinkets. I just wanted to put these in here to say, if you don't have much money, some of the crucial things you need are a stand, because the Switch stand is pathetic. It is dinky, and stinky. So you want to get something like this. I got this from the dollar store, and it does a great job. Doesn't fit perfectly, but there are stands out there if you want to get a higher quality one and pay a little bit more. go ahead, but you can go to the dollar store and get one of these. And a stylus. This is a cheapo stylus, but if you have a stylus, some of the games like Mario Maker are really good to have a pen on hand to really make those precise level edits. But yeah, that's basically it. That is what the Gamevine bag has in store for us today. Visit me next time on the channel when we do another excursion into the Gamevine bag, when we pull more Switch products out. I think I'm going to do Joy-Cons. But if you want any of these products, link down below. Haven't said that enough? Well, I said it one more time for you. Now, if you haven't already, like this video. If you don't like it, hit dislike. I appreciate the feedback. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and then the bell. And that's pretty much the video, guys. Thank you so much for visiting today. I hope I helped out. Hopefully you can get one of these things and it helps your Switch life. And until the next time that I see you, have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. I'm Dave, and I'm Alex.